Some people talk, some people influence by their talking. Our guest today is the latter, Swarleen Kaur, a communication leadership specialist, a UN awardee, 3 times TEDx speaker, an authoress, and much more, who has influenced millions of lives and seen transformation in number of people with her work and is exemplifying of what she's doing. Ma'am, thank you for accepting our invite and being our first guest on Coffee with Kaur.
Thank you so much. And I was always expecting this to happen with Kaur.
Oh, great. Great, ma'am. So let me take you back. Let's talk about beginning. I really would love to know, who were you before the spotlight? How did it all start? And everything that I just described about you.
Okay. So the beginning was as simple as being a people's person, ever and ever. I was very keen on understanding, how do that functioning works behind the scenes.
Right.
And I would always think about, why is it that one person can light up the entire room while other 50 cannot?
Yeah.
So what is that unique factor in that person?
Yes.
Well, being a people's person, I started my journey as PhD English, and that was the same scenario in the school as well.
Okay.
Why one student shines? Why is one child so saddened?
Yeah.
So I would, I could keep on running back in the mind.
All right.
And then I thought that, I have to do something about it. I have to do a little more research about it.
Yes.
So I was very fascinated about learning more about life.
Okay.
And thus life coaching happens.
How did you start out the courses and what did you opt for and why?
Okay. So that's how I started with the courses. There were some courses offered at South Ex Polytech.
Yes.
And then I went ahead for some international courses.
All right. Okay.
I did some courses with ICBI, which is one of the leading institute.
Yes.
And I think there was no stopping. The more I learned, the more I had the yearning to understand more.
Sure.
And that's how that experimentation started to happen with my students. They were my first clients.
Okay.
The unpaid, the unsaid, and the unknown clients, which we both didn't know as a mentor and a mentee.
Okay.
But the counseling started to happen in school.
Okay.
And I think giving this credit of getting my journey through was one student of mine,
Okay.
whom I was counseling in the lunch breaks because she had certain problems in the family. And she told me, why don't you completely turn into a coach?
Okay. So that's his idea that she probably popped in your mind.
It just came straight that way.
From there.
Unknowingly, I've been doing it for years.
Yeah, bless her.
I always do that. That's how the beginnings happened.
All right. And how about your family? How did you manage everything along with this improvements that you'd been witnessing over time?
That's a tough question.
I'm sure it is. For at least this Indian mentality that we live with and in, I'm sure, yes, it is.
I think I'll be very honest in saying that initially it was very tough.
Oh, yeah.
Because, the family thing, it did not come from the doubts that they had on my skills or on me. I think more of it was a kind of insecurity about me leaving something which was so stable, secure, and stationed.
That was your home.
That was my home, that was my job.
Yeah.
When I completely got into coaching, of course I had to leave my job. And
So you left your job where you did PGT as PGT, or it was something else?
It was PGT.
Okay, it was where you practiced as a PGT.
Yeah. And then I thought, no, I've completely got into coaching now.
Huh.
It's where the insecurity in the family, because I think it was something out of love.
Of course.
What is she going to do? And she's going to place her.
Yeah.
What if she fails? What if she doesn't take it strong?
Yes.
Those kind of questions would come up every day. Why?
And also for society, I feel. I think the family is more caring about what people are going to talk about the person we love the most. So I think that's what probably happened with you, and it's nothing different.
No,
let
no,
me
no,
put
no.
that. Let me put that spotlight. there.
Society has been always doing.
Oh yes, oh yes. And let me tell you, once they start talking, that's a sign you're doing great.
Yeah, I took it that way.
Yeah, it is.
Because, yeah, this happened and like, who does this at this age?
Yeah.
You're leaving a secure
Oh.
job. What are you
Yeah.
going to make out of your life? Lecturing, who does that? Who wants to listen to you?
Oh.
So it was like, making them come back to who I am or who I am. It took me time.
And then accepting you.
Accepting that, all right, now she is so
Understood.
firm, she's so strong, she's not going to get back.
Okay.
And then they gave me that chance. I don't know if it was because of my stubbornness. No, I have to move ahead.
Okay.
I think they kept quiet for some time.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
let's see. If
If it
nothing works,
Yeah.
if nothing works, then I said I'll come back.
All
Give me
right.
that chance.
And if I have to particularly talk about your spouse, how do you regard him as a blessing, and what kind and to what extent do you really count him as the one who really pushed
I'm
you?
opening my cards today.
Ah.
So we are poles apart
All
in
right.
personalities,
All right.
and that's the beauty of our
Of
relationship.
course. Of course.
So we are two poles apart,
Mhm.
but what we celebrate is the balance. I am the one who's the most extrovert, who wants to be there, who's a people's person.
Okay.
And he's a very quiet, calm, but yes, a very great decision maker
All right.
and an introvert.
An introvert.
So we are
That's
complete
very good.
opposites.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I'm flying too high,
Yeah.
he pulls me down.
That's the kite, huh?
Yeah. And when he goes deep into his retreat, I
You
have
need to pull him up.
back.
Oh, yes, that is how it is.
That's how the story has been. 24
Yes.
years now.
24
Yeah.
years. That's a good number.
But then that's the kind of balance we've created. I've never wanted him to change. Of course, I was the one who wanted him to change and be chill. But I
But with
understood.
time, I think we accept how things are.
It's also
Right.
because we understood, every persona is a different persona.
Of course, of course.
And I stopped telling him. And I started accepting his,
Yes.
the plus he had in his nature.
Yes.
And that's how I think the balance has
And
been.
I think with age, it comes within that we don't want to change, so let us not expect the other person to change.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That becomes very strong in your mind. I think that comes with the more you learn, the more mature you become in your thoughts.
Correct.
That's how.
So on this journey that you just spoke about, the learning part and growing and everything, I'm sure there must be moments when you felt like going back to comfort, going back to home and just leaving everything, giving up. There must be some things to share some.
Many times.
Really? Really?
In fact, I was asked this question in one of the podcasts where they said that, you are a motivator.
Uh-huh.
So that means you're always motivated. Sarah, I remember Shylock's lines. Do we not meet?
Yes.
We do.
Exactly.
We have the lowest of the moments in lives.
Yes, we do. The
And-
graph goes up and down.
Of course. Yes. I think since I transitioned into a coach,
Uh-huh.
it has been a roller coaster ride for me.
Okay.
I've seen the highs as
Mhm.
Padma Shri, as high and as low as like thinking of, I'm just going to give up and sit back home. And I've done this, Harjas.
Okay.
I've done this for 4 to 5 months.
Okay.
Nobody saw me. I've been there when I was at the lowest, when I'd hit my bottom.
Okay.
And it was like, I just don't want to go out.
Just left it, kind.
Yeah, I just left everything.
And that was because.
And that was because, sometimes what happens? You start demanding too much from yourself. That's unknowing.
Yes, true. That deserves a moment of silence, I think, because it really does.
Yes.
Yes, we do. We start expecting so much from ourselves. The results, they take our graph so much up higher, I'll say, that we feel that there's no going back, and we just cannot experience some kind of failure, and we feel that. That's why.
We've been teaching people that one should not be fearing those judgments.
Yes. Yes.
But we do that.
We do that.
We do that.
Humans after all.
Yeah.
Whatever
We are
is.
humans. Absolutely. So 1 month was like a complete failure thing.
Okay.
I think these are
This
are
you're talking
most
about
self-limiting
after you
beliefs.
left your job, or is it between the
It was
phase?
between. It was
The
between
phase
the
when you were
phase.
learning and you were growing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. I was working almost 18 hours a day.
Okay.
I did that.
So
I did that.
you just slept and you worked. So you've heard that saying, काम करते रहो.
Yeah.
No matter what. बस काम करते रहो. अपना सर झुकाओ, बस काम करते रहो. One fine night, one fine day, you will just boom. And people will say, अरे ये तो overnight हुआ है. अरे overnight कैसे
People
हुआ
will
है?
always see the tip of the iceberg. They
Exactly.
cannot see what is happening inside. There could be a volcano inside.
Exactly.
So that's what happened
True,
with me.
true.
That's what happened. And first month was completely in self-doubt.
All right.
A lot of self-limiting beliefs.
Uh-huh.
And then the next 3 months were introspection.
Okay.
Lot of introspection.
Self-reflection.
Self-reflection.
Who was with you while this happened?
Me.
Just you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I didn't even let my family know I was going through this.
Oh, okay.
Haven't spoken that too much on the platforms, but
Uh-huh.
yes, there were times when I didn't want, because my children were giving their board exams
Okay.
and preparing for their careers ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to put it on them, and that was my choice.
Of course.
I
Yeah.
was,
We play that role of a mother, right?
Yeah.
And we
so you
do
take
think
that
about
onus.
everything.
And it was always in my mind that be it anything, if I have done this, I have to take the onus and the responsibility of taking this.
Yes.
So a lot of introspection for the next 3 months, telling myself, you've got to come back.
Yes.
I think Capricorns have that.
Okay.
I don't believe too much in all the numbers and everything, but yeah, that's this thing. Generalized
Okay.
statement
Yes.
about Capricorns. They bounce back. And as much as I know myself, it's not once or twice. I've risen like a phoenix a number of times. And then I keep back.
Nice. Now coming such along this thing, you've covered a road of stones and thorns. You've come here. How do you balance your professional and your personal life when it comes to anything and everything? Be it socializing, be it moving around, be it being present where you should be. And there are times when the professional needs are more than the personal ones, and the personal ones feel that we are more important because we are the ones who let you be what you are today, right?
Absolutely.
So how do you do that?
The roads, the blockages will never stop.
Oh, yes.
Right? And I owe it to Indra Nooyi. I heard her saying once that when she became the CEO of PepsiCo,
Okay.
her husband said that it was always PepsiCo on your list, then it is our 2 children,
Yeah.
and then it is your mother.
Where do I stand?
Where do I stand? If you've heard of it.
Yes, of course.
And she said, thank God you're at the bottom of the list. You are there in the list. That
Yeah.
matters. So, I had to speak very honestly, authentically to my family.
Yes, and prioritize what's
And
important.
prioritize.
Yes.
It can never be balanced. Never.
Yes.
It's always being there. You have to be in present
Correct.
rather than thinking of doing a balance, because balance will never happen. It could be an emergency situation, maybe at home or your professional front.
True.
So it's about the choice that you make at that point in time. And that comes with a very well thought clarity that you have in your head. That clarity has to be important. You've got to leave that ambiguity. Ab kya karoon?
Yeah.
Because the time you start thinking about this way, that this or that,
Yeah.
दो नाव में पैर नहीं रख सकते.
वो तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं.
Right.
Exactly.
So then
you
you've
would
got to
fall.
think
And that fall is going to give you a severe injury.
severe injury.
Absolutely.
So you've got to know
internally,
that-
externally, that's what life is going to decide. But yes, it's going to be.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So it's always about being there in the present. If I am there at the work, it was past 4 days at my work, I was there, forgetting everything.
All right.
But if I'm with family, I try to switch off the phone.
Yes. Okay. That's a lesson. That's a lesson.
Which was very tough for me to do,
I'm
initial
sure.
years
I'm
that
sure.
what if I miss an important client's call?
Yeah.
What if I lose a client? What if, those what ifs were
So
on.
what ifs?
Now I've started thinking if somebody wants me to do a session with them, they'll come back.
They will.
They'll wait.
Because they want me to.
They want me to come. Of course. So when you start thinking that yes, I own the room, you will.
Okay.
And that's how, you don't think of balance, you think
Okay.
of being in present.
All right. I think we need to cut.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I could make it. Talk going back in the past. What is that one lesson that you learned from somebody unintentionally? That person probably didn't have the intention to teach you, but you got it from that person.
Yeah. So it was one of my school teacher when I was a student.
When
back,
you were a student.
Yeah. Back in grade 6.
Where are you from?
I'm from Yemen.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
And
this
which
teacher-
school, if you don't
it is like Sunishal Singh Public School.
All right.
Yeah. One of the most renowned schools of the city.
All
was
right.
at
Okay.
that time, and it still is.
It's still.
So what people thought they were studying in Delhi, we did study at that point in time. Yeah. That kind of skill it was.
All right.
Yeah. So, a computer teacher.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Mr. Dheeraj Bhatia.
Okay.
I love to tell his name to people because he is one mentor anybody will be blessed to have.
Okay.
So he messages me, oh, this is the start. You see where you reach.
All right. Did you start like posting something because of which
Started
he...
posting.
Okay.
He liked my posts, and then all of a sudden we got in touch.
Okay.
And then I wrote my book.
You wrote
When
a
I
book, yes.
authored my first book, he was there. I did the launch in Lalit in Delhi,
Okay.
and he was there.
Okay.
And the happiness that I, saw on his face,
Yeah, like a fatherly.
that gave me 2 things.
Yes.
One is when you give it to a student,
Yes.
and when your student becomes successful,
Hmm.
it is you who is getting rewarded.
Oh, yes.
And second, there's no age to give.
Oh, yes. True.
Now a big time investor he is,
Okay.
but you call him anytime,
And he's available.
he's available.
He's not only available, he is like, for me, he's an encyclopedia. So I'm in this problem. Oh, get in touch with so. And he
Okay.
will not only leave it to you.
Yes.
He will get back to that person.
Huh.
My so-and-so student is going to call you. Please take a call.
Okay.
It could be a CEO, it could be a VP, it could be anybody.
Yeah, but he will make it happen.
He'll make it happen.
Yes.
So that's like a superpower I have. I think he's in the back.
Okay.
When I enter the corporate,
Yes.
I always had this, oh, he's at the back.
He's there.
And I still feel this.
That's how you people are, I think, dads, no?
Of
Superheroes.
course.
Wearing a cape.
Of course.
That
I still
invisible
remember.
cape only we can see as kids.
Yes.
Yes, and dads are there.
And you won't believe me, this reminds me of a thing, Harjas, my first corporate gig. And my father tells me, I'm going to go with you.
All right.
I said, I'll manage. No. I want to see where you go.
Okay.
Again, that
And then
insecurity.
safety and everything.
And
Yeah,
then, I'm there. So, I think
It was him.
it was
you. You spoke about somebody who really taught you something. Not something, actually, many things. I'm sure there must be people who really try to put you down, who wanted you to stop, who wanted you to halt, who were trying and make you realize what you're doing was not good for somebody else who's a part of your life in any way. Would you like to share that?
That's what I'm saying. I'm opening my cards today. Many of them.
Many. Yeah. Okay.
Starts from your own society, Harjas.
Yes, it does. I know.
Start from the people you think would never do it, but they do it.
And they don't realize, I feel.
No.
Because that's a pattern for them.
Yeah.
So they don't realize that what exactly the silent harm they're,
I'll share an incident, and I think after this podcast. Anyhow, there were people who told my husband that she's. How do you even get time with her?
Okay.
And he was like, do you really think you need to do all these posts on the social media? Can't you just go ahead and not let the world know? I said, no, that's not possible. And that's where I'd hit my rock bottom when I told you.
Okay.
And
That's really hurting when you see your own people, getting influenced by those people who have no rights in your life and who actually take charge.
yeah.
And earlier it was as if it was about me. But when I did a lot of introspection and I did a lot of self-understanding, it's about them.
Yes.
I think it's the insecurities that they have,
Yes.
or maybe somebody coming from the back and going ahead in life.
Yes.
I don't know, kind of race people think that I'm having with them, because what I strongly started to believe, that also gave me a lesson, Harjas, that you're not competing with anyone.
Yeah.
You're competing with your own self. Yaar, andar itna kuch hai.
I know.
I don't have time to
And
compete
कभी
with
कभार,
you.
it is also that कहीं हमारा बच्चा ना बिगड़ जाए इसको देखकर.
Yeah.
It is like that.
Yeah.
That we also have a daughter-in-law.
Yes.
She
I
might
got
just,
this.
yeah, she might just pull the string and win the tug of war or something like that. No, I know what you're saying. But how did you cope up with all that? You just
So initially, as I said, that it affected me a lot. We had some tough fights.
Yes.
And it's like in the family, it's like, are you sure what you're doing is right? I said, I'm 100% sure. I stopped for a moment, but I think it was just to come back stronger.
Oh, okay.
And I thought that, if they have this, that means I'm becoming a threat to people. Let me enjoy this
That means
space.
you're growing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it was like, okay, I'm going ahead.
Yes.
If you want to follow me, do that. If you want to compete with me, do that.
Exactly.
I'm in my own space.
But also these people should understand that when you walk with them,
Yeah.
we have 10 fingers and we actually 8, and then we have a hand to give to help these people walk with ourselves, right? Yeah. But things, yes, do lag, and every society is different, every culture is different, every place is different, and every human is different.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
See, there have been people who've always encouraged me. Met me.
Yes,
Oh, we're
I'm
so
sure.
glad to see you.
Yeah,
There are two ways to say a thing. Oh, you're always on the screen.
Yes, and the other way is, hey.
You are on the screen and we
Yes.
love you there.
Yes, exactly.
That makes, your expressions, your body language tells it all. You don't
And
have
the vibe.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Vibe speaks.
Of course.
Yes, it does.
Trust me, we stopped going to certain places and certain social circles. Because we
During
think
this
that
phase you're talking
yeah.
about.
I thought that I don't belong there. And if I go there and get a lot of more negativity,
Yeah.
I think I should not be.
What are you getting home back? Negativity.
Yeah. And then you have your sleepless nights and you get into insomnia. No, that's not me.
And then you're not performing the next day.
Of course.
Yes.
And what harm is it going to do to them?
Nothing. It's going to harm you, your kids, and your family.
Yeah.
In my case, I've always feel 80% people really pushed me. Really pushed me, they did. 20% did, but I think that is also out of love, I'll say. But yes, those 80% people, I think, God bless them. They really did wonders to me. Just knowing that I'm not doing anything wrong also meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
I'm talking about that time when I just started. And they were like, "Arey, bache chote hain, why are you doing this? Kya hi zarurat padi hai? You belong to such a family." I know, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But then to tell them how I think, what I think, and why do I think that way was a challenge in itself. But I think we've come a long way.
I know, Marjas, that's what I said, My family was there at the back. Lot of my friends, my school friends, my college friends.
Are you still in touch with your school friends?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
And all your teachers are just town.
Most of them.
Most of them.
Yeah. And when I get a message from the Navy, you made us proud.
Yeah.
I think I forget what people said.
True.
And then there's been a teacher. She was my English lecturer. And one day when she met me, like, I don't expect you to sit back here. What are you doing with your life?
Yeah.
And that's almost 20 years back.
You're talking about when you were like 4 years of marriage, you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
So I said, I don't know. I think I'm not getting the start. because you're not thinking about it.
Okay, so when did you start doing anything, whatever you started with? I think it was PGT, right? That's what you mentioned?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you start after how many years, like after having kids, how many years did you take to recover and understand that I'm ready to work on myself, do something for myself?
Full-fledged, I came back in 2015.
15, okay.
But before that, I done a lot of stuff. I
But
done
that you
cookery
did
classes.
silently.
That I did silently.
Okay,
I made it to MasterChef.
okay.
I did some cookery classes.
Oh, yes, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I did a entire wedding packagings and
The
trousseau
trousseau
stuff.
stuff, yes.
I did
yes, yes.
I organized summer camps.
Okay.
I'd never sit.
So basically, you created your network.
Yeah,
You-
I did.
People knew Swarleen Kaur,
Yeah.
but they knew you actually for multiple things.
Yeah.
But not that one niche that you actually were born for.
I think
and you
that
met.
time, Harjas, earlier I felt I was not utilizing the time. Now when I go back, I understand and realize I utilized my time so well.
How did that help
Finding
you?
my niche.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I was finding my niche. I'm still very good at cooking. So whenever my children are back home from the
Yes.
university award, like mama's cooking this thing.
Yeah. There's a different
Still
taste.
There's
There's a different flavor in whatever your mother cooks,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's a party or something. So it's a potluck. They will tell me, "Oh, you're getting this." So that
Yes.
gives me that boost
Obviously. And that joy.
and that joy.
Somebody is looking forward to what I cook.
Yeah. And trousseau thing happened because I always love to create something good out of something which is very simple.
Yeah.
And
That's what you've been doing right now as well.
that's what I'm coming
Yeah,
to.
that's the
that
magic.
niche of doing it with the products
Yeah.
to doing it with the humans.
That's Swarleen's magic. Let's name it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm coming up with series something like that.
Okay.
So that's how I was identifying my niche
Hmm.
with so many things that I was good at.
Hmm.
I take pride in saying that today.
Yes.
But then coming to the niche, always being a people's person, I was always a public speaker. In school, I was a public speaker.
Okay.
I was the captain of the school, had all the debates. I was the head girl at the college. I did national debates at that point in time.
Okay.
I went to different cities with the college or the university,
All right.
led the national youth festivals, compared them. So I was always there as a people's person.
Okay.
So now it was like, how to take that mainstream. And what better than public speaking? So the moment I had started doing shows, luckily, or what should I say, COVID at that point in time became a blessing in disguise for trainers like us.
Yes.
Because every corporate wanted
Count
to do
me in.
trainings.
Count me in.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's where the journey started. And that's where I got my first TEDx.
And even I recognized myself during COVID.
Yeah.
And people did not recognize me after that.
I
Yes,
know. I know.
Yes.
That's where the change happens.
Okay. I also heard about this venture talk room.
Yeah.
What was it about?
So the talk room
Is it
was-
still?
Yes, it is.
It's still in.
Yeah. It is.
So what do you do and whom is it for? And please talk about it.
So as I mentioned, because I was a PGT English, I
Yes.
thought my focus was always towards students. I did a lot of events, online events. It started in COVID.
Okay.
So it was 2020 Feb that I thought that I'll start my venture. 2020 March, COVID happens and lockdown happens.
Okay.
I was all done with my office, everything
Everything
settled,
done, but nothing in hand.
nothing in it.
Okay.
And I was like, now what am I going to do? Then this online mode happened.
All right.
And I started doing sessions.
So you did as you
Yes.
planned, but just the things
Offline to online.
changed virtual. for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, in the nick of the hour, when I was thinking, I have to do something, I devised a product called International Children's Summit,
Okay.
where I had 8,000 students participating online.
Okay. And were
And-
they all part of talk room?
They were not.
No.
No. They were just like, we'd send those invites through my
Okay,
network,
so you
through
open
my
it.
connection. I
Okay.
opened it.
You open it for everyone?
Yes, across the country.
Okay.
So we had 8,000 students participating. And this was, I remember that time, we had different lead actors coming in as the guests.
All right.
Masmi Chatterjee,
Okay.
Mr. Saurabh.
Okay.
We had the best of the people around. And this went for 6 days, and it was put up by a PR media in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Wow.
Because we had almost 1.5 million people viewing this summit.
Wow.
It was like out of thoughts when I started. The 2 months later when I started.
All right.
And that's how, when it came to limelight, I was featured on Passion Vista. It's an international magazine. I was featured on that cover page.
So did they approach or
Yes,
you
they
had your own channel?
No,
too?
they approached. They approached. There was no PR. There was nothing.
Back then.
It was just me with my thoughts, taking it forward.
Yes.
Just being there on the social media with no PR.
Okay.
I was making it organic.
Organic.
And then the corporates started approaching.
Okay.
That's how I entered into the corporate world.
Yes.
And since then, there's been no looking back. Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
So we in the COVID times delivered sessions in 8 countries, including Canada, US, Singapore, Saudi Arabia,
Okay.
Switzerland. So we did that, and that's how Talk Room grew in that.
Grew. And it's still existing
Of course
and
it
you're
is.
growing.
Yes, every day.
Great. Super. Nice.
So now we've completely shifted to the university, from
Yes.
campus to corporate sector,
Okay.
and working with the corporate sector.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
So you've been styling too, correct? Yeah. And you've been guiding people to style and also carry themselves. My question here would be that how do you think styling really matters when you communicate to a larger mass, people say, or maybe a small group? How much does that matter and how?
For me, styling is a silent communication. Because as you enter the room, you don't speak. Your appearance does.
Yes, the first impression.
The first impression.
Yeah.
Just 7 seconds to create that first impression.
Yes.
Right. So when you style yourself according to occasion, which a lot of people mislead others, it's not about brands.
Yes.
It's not about what you're wearing. It's about how you're carrying, how you're wearing, how you're carrying. And it does not have only something related to your clothes. It's the appearance in totality.
Yes.
How you displaying your body language.
Yes.
How you're carrying yourself. Even carrying a bag,
Yes.
How do you carry it? So I think it's a silent communication and it speaks thousands.
And I think also the way you walk, you take your next step
Yeah.
and you say a hi,
Yes.
or maybe you just greet
The
somebody
smile,
you
the
don't know.
confidence. Yeah, yeah.
The sparkle in your eyes when you really get in the room and it changes the energy, and probably that leaves an impression for
Yes.
the people.
Of course it does. Of course.
Yes. And how do you think communication changes some mindset, or how can a communication factor change a classroom?
So communication also displays the character that you have.
Oh yes, it does.
And how you display your character when you talk about classrooms, I think it's the best mode to start with, this best medium. Because when you are displaying that communication, being an effective communicator in the class, the students will stop thinking about creating impressions.
Yes.
They'll start thinking about expressions.
And being raw.
yes.
Yes, and being true.
That's where you can completely bring out their expression,
yes.
the way they think. You can cultivate it. Because then that becomes a very safe zone for them. A
Correct.
very safe place for them to say it loud.
That's what they say. Effective teachers, they don't just enter the room, teach, and just leave. They're actually no more effective. The effective ones are the ones who would communicate. Give them a little more exposure than the textbooks that they have in their bag. Correct?
Certainly.
How much do you believe it it does?
Of course it does. Because
you practice
what you
the same.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
It's very important to talk to them.
Yes.
It's very important to listen to them.
Hmm.
Because if you're listening to them, you've already created that space
For them to
for them to
open
be
up.
there.
Mm.
Then they don't think about being judged.
Yes.
Then they think about being heard.
Yes.
That's how communication changes the entire environment of the classroom.
What made you write your book? Your book, it was a success. And I know how many people were there to witness your success and see you smile and rise. And also, they were happily a part of it.
Yeah.
In fact, your family members, your in laws, they were there.
Yeah.
I would love to know what made you write this book and how was the reaction after it and the whole story. Just to sum up, how exactly was the experience of compiling it, thinking about it, topics, subtopics. How much of it should you write and open yourself up?
So earlier, Harjas, I had this in mind that, you cannot be speaking everything about your life to people. I mean, is it okay to be vulnerable? And if it is okay, so how much vulnerability one has to show? And I see people in this dilemma a lot. How much is okay? And what is okay? And we live something else.
We portray ourselves something else.
Because we are thinking about others.
Yeah.
We're
because
thinking
we're
about the
thinking-
society as we spoke about.
Yeah.
Yes.
This book talked about the internal virtues that one has. And certainly these virtues, they're somewhere left. Or they are kept underneath.
Yes.
What if? Those what if statements are so much
Yes.
up out there that you forget who you are in reality.
You've actually brushed yourself under the carpet.
Yeah.
The real self, you've brushed yourself under the carpet, I feel. Yes.
Yeah.
We do that with that pressure of what people are going to say. And also, how will that affect our partner, our spouse, or maybe our family members who are not even thinking about it?
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. So this book is complete. So it has 10 different characters. So these
Okay.
are 10 different stories
Okay.
with 10 different characters.
All right.
And they display certain parts of my life.
Okay.
How somebody who was so empathetic
Okay.
changed my entire perception towards emotional intelligence. There's a character who talks about courage, not thinking about the stigma of the society and moving ahead.
Yes.
Because I was the very first working who of the family.
Okay.
Nobody worked earlier. So that point in time, I had to explain
Yes.
why was I doing this. But when this book came, I could see, as you mentioned, the happy faces,
Yeah.
everybody, whether it was my parents, my in-laws.
Yes.
And there was a lot
Even
of
I could
support.
see. Imagine what?
Yeah.
Even I could see that.
Huh.
When I saw everything, even the strangers, when I saw them, I was like, how much are in your success as if they were the ones helping you doing this book.
Yeah.
And some of the other way they were.
They
They were doing something. They must have done something in your life
Yeah.
to help you do this.
Yes, certainly. So everybody by that time, had assimilated that she wants to be there.
Yes. And
She
you want unstoppable there.
So I think that's how this book came out.
Yes.
Became, it became some ways like a guide to me, or mentor, my own book becoming my own mentor to move ahead.
To move ahead.
Yeah.
And a reminder.
A reminder.
Don't stop.
Yeah.
Just look in front.
Yeah.
Just keep moving.
Yes.
So give me one line from your book that you want our viewers to listen and learn something from.
That's a quote I follow, I'm in love with.
Uh-huh.
Desire, dedication, and determination are the chapters of the book called Success.
Very nice. I already got it, but because I do English and would you like to please explain?
Of course.
What is
See,
it?
what you want to become is by the strong grit determination that you've got to follow. And your dedication towards it has to be 100%, leaving all the distractions. Now, I don't say distractions which are external. There are a lot of internal distractions. Should I? Can I?
Yes.
Leaving all those distractions,
Yes.
it'll happen.
Correct. We should. Yeah. What advice would you give to the women who are watching our podcast? Something that to inspire them, help them just move on.
Believe in yourself. Believe in your gut. It never wrongs you. It's there. More than anything else, more than showing dependency on anybody else, first ask yourself. And if it is a yes, then don't stop for permissions. Just move ahead.
Yeah. This is one thing I think we have it, and men don't get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yes, that's the power. That's the power of a woman.
Yes, exactly. And what's one thing you feel people totally get wrong about you? They don't know it, like they really get wrong about you.
Somebody mentioned it to me a few years back now.
Uh-huh.
You look very egoistic in your looks.
Egoistic?
Yeah. And I'm like,
Really?
is that
I
so?
want to be that person.
So, and that, again, it was a lesson. And then I started thinking, what made him think so? I mean, I was not obviously thinking about, he said that.
But we do think about what did the other person read about us as such that we did not realize.
Yeah.
And egoistic is like a good big word.
Yeah.
So I would also want to know, and then why?
So, and that, again, it was a lesson. And then, I started thinking, what made him think so? I mean, I was not
Obviously.
thinking about, he said that.
But we do think about what did the other person read about us as such that we did not realize.
Yeah.
And egoistic is like a good big word.
Yeah.
So I would also want to know, and then why?
So what I mean, kind of introspected with that was smile a little more.
Okay.
Even if you don't know anybody, don't go black.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. I learned that with time. What do you say?
Yeah.
Now when you say this, I go back in time.
Yeah.
And I just think about the moments when I should have probably passed on smile.
Yeah.
But I did not.
Yeah.
Could have led to something else. Maybe a more friend on my list.
Yes.
Yes.
So, and that came from a very particular workspace.
Okay.
I had nothing to do with this person's department. I hardly meet this person.
Yeah.
So there was never a greeting kind of a thing.
Okay.
And I think that taught me, even if you don't know somebody, you're working in the space organization.
Yes.
It's okay. Just say hi. Doesn't matter.
That doesn't
No.
matter.
Yeah, how does it
Yeah.
matter?
I got this exposure at my workplace
Yeah,
where
sure.
where everybody used to greet me and I greet everyone, and till date I can say that. I say hi and I get a hi back.
Yeah.
Even there have been days when I did not get it back.
Yeah.
But I never lost it. I always thought, no, there's going to be one day they're going to wish me back.
Yeah,
That's
of
okay.
course.
Because when you're new to a place, you always struggle, right? I struggled, but I think we're done with that
Then
phase
you're,
now.
yes.
How do you see leadership? What do you think? How can you define leadership in your own way?
Leadership to me is not only a designation.
Yes.
It's moving with the people who think that you can be a guide to them.
Yes.
You're not micromanaging.
Oh.
You're standing tall with them. You're empathetic with them. Yet, being approachable, you have the authority.
Correct. And such an impressive one, let me say.
So that's how I define leadership.
Great. So let's start with a rapid fire round.
Shoot.
That your friends used to describe you.
Unstoppable.
One outfit that makes you feel powerful.
Black any day.
If confidence were a perfume, what would it smell like?
Vanilla, sandalwood with a touch of emerald.
Wow, flats or heels?
Heels.
A book that changed your life.
Joseph Murphy.
One habit that lifts your mood instantly.
Playing sitar.
If your life were a movie, the title would be?
Becoming her.
Wow. What's harder, saying no to yourself or saying yes to others?
Saying no to others.
Great. One quote you live by. I know this, but it's okay. Please answer.
Okay, so there are so many, but I'll go with this one. Live it today.
Finish the line. Yes.
Everything.
Leadership or likability?
Leadership, likability will follow.
Your biggest cheerleader?
Myself.
Wow. Color that defines your energy.
Yeah, bright yellow.
Wow. Super.
I don't wear it, but
But you do it. All right. Coming to the last question. How did you like it coming here, being a part of this podcast? And how do you think I can get better? What better can I do to improve myself?
I'd always believed in you, even when you did not.
I count that in. Yes, I do.
I remember those days when we had those conversations. But again, I see that, bouts of energy now growing into an energy ball.
Yes.
They were scattered somewhere here or there.
We
When
gathered
I-
it
when
well.
yeah.
I think I should
When
say
you-
my husband gathered it for me.
Oh, great.
Yes.
So what better than this?
Yes.
And now I see you unstoppable.
Oh, thank you so much.
And I definitely see you, down the 10 lays, you've made all the difference. So
Thank you.
it's the phase. You've started your journey and you've started it so well. And I think you're going to continue it and you're going to improve it every day, because I see that, when I see you and I look at you, I go back to my own 10, 12 years down the lane.
Yes, I'm sorry.
And I see myself, during these years,
Yes.
trying to
Figure out.
figure out things, what's the best for me.
Yes.
And I see you there. And I see you much beyond than wherever we are.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It means a lot. What can I do to make this better?
I think you're already doing a lot. And
Coming this way.
just, of course, Harjas, you are nailing it bit by bit. So one milestone is done, the other is there.
I always want to excel one and then step on the other one.
Yes. And that's the best thing to do. To take that leap, pause a little, think about the next.
Let the people digest, and then that's the way.
But I think kudos to you for the initiatives that you bring on and on.
Thank you. So there's nothing that I need to work on,
Of
is
course,
it?
you're doing the best out of it, so you don't have to.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Thanks. We're really happy to have you.
Of course, I'd love to.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.